ありがとうございました。それでは最後の決勝。
Well, when you lose, don't be discouraged. It's not the end of your career. You have to battle back and think about and analyze why you lose the fight. And you have to recover in war. Manny Pacquiao has responded to Ryan Garcia calling him out for a fight after revealing his plan to attend Risen 3. Ryan Garcia traveled in Japan and instantly became famous on social media by publishing a face-off picture with Paco. He highlighted to all my Japanese followers in Tokyo that I'm on my way and going to Super Ryan 3. Pacquiao, 45, has already said that he wants to face Garcia and other younger challengers. Garcia's participation came as a surprise, especially because he's presently serving a 1-year suspension from boxing. This suspension followed a positive test for banned substances after his bout against Devin Haney. Garcia posted the face-off photo despite this, trying to pique supporters' attention and excitement. Face-off over here was good. That was good. And you know I'm good at it. Garcia published a picture of himself with Pacquiao on X and Instagram today, generating interest and excitement about what the future may bring for both fighters. It's like Donkey Kong Manny Pacquiao. I love and respect you, but a battle is a battle, he wrote a few days before he left. Garcia had gently hinted about his trip to Japan on Instagram, and true to his word, he landed there on July 25th. But many are thinking that Paco may easily overshadow him. Paco's potential, the showdown with Mario Barros, unexpectedly stole the headlines, catching everyone off guard almost immediately. The comment sections were flooded with warnings to Ryan, cautioning him that the outcome could be detrimental to his health since his August 2021 defeat to Waidenis Yugas. Pac-Man has been out of the professional boxing ring, but it didn't take long for fans to voice their concerns about Garcia potentially stepping into the ring with him. Fans even went so far as to warn that such a match could be dangerously life-threatening for Garcia. However, despite these extreme warnings, the chances of this fight occurring, especially in the US, appear to be exceedingly slim. Fans are hinting that even with the age difference, they have a hunch that Paco would likely come out on top. Meanwhile, fans found the idea revolting, claiming that fights of this sort are not right. Fans opposed the idea of the fight, but Garcia was even proposing that it should take place in Japan, while Japan might be a venue. It's worth noting that the fight wouldn't be sanctioned by the US regulatory bodies. It was pointed out that Ryan Garcia might encounter numerous challenges in overcoming Manny Pacquiao should they ever square off. If Pacquiao can tap into the prowess of his prime years marked by lightning-fast hands, with great ring intelligence and nimble movement, victory is within sight. Despite a 1-year ban for 2 positive tests, the suspended super lightweight fighter strives to stay relevant. Garcia capitalizes on social media controversies and seeks potential prospects in exhibition matches and the UFC, ensuring his name remains visible in the public eye. Garcia's most recent escape took him to Japan, where he showed up at Pacquiao's media workout. "Let the games begin," said Garcia as he squared up to Paco. With his suspension lifting in April next year, Garcia will be eagerly watching to see if Paco can clinch a WBC title bout against welterweight champ Mario Barros by the end of the year in a realistic scenario. Garcia may emerge as Paco's initial contender if he manages to capture the title from Barros nonetheless. The 25-year-old still has to strengthen his relationship with the World Boxing Council. Garcia was fired by President Mauricio Salin for making racist remarks against minorities during one of his social media rants. Solomon said, "Exercising my authority as president of the WBC, I am hereby expelling Ryan Garcia from any activity with our organization. We reject any form of discrimination." Garcia must try to win Solomon back over if he wants to battle Paco for the WBC title or return to the ring with Devin Haney with 9 months till his banishment ends. Garcia's current goal is to preserve his reputation in the boxing world about the impending fight between Paco and Barros. Bob Santos, Barrios' coach, revealed to World Boxing News this week that everyone involved will work to determine a fitting date and location following Paco's exhibition match. But if Pac-Man's face defeat, there could be significant consequences for his pursuit of the WBC title. In an electrifying 3-round exhibition match held on Sunday as part of the co-main event at Super 3 in Tokyo, Japan boxing icon Manny Pacquiao and XK1 champion Rukiya showcased their skills, and star Pacquiao entered the ring with a plethora of experience. Oh man, Pacquiao was an exhibition in Japan, battling Rillo, the Japanese kickboxer, in 3 rounds with no judges. When I tell you that Man Pac was looking like his 450-year-old self, with a lack of energy like he didn't even train for that _ man, and he's fighting that dude with his 5'11", and I tell you that boy was tagging up Pacquiao, I thought Pacquiao would get knocked out. But Ano, 17 years his junior and the tallest adversary Pacquiao had ever encountered, proved to be a formidable challenge. Making for a grueling night of boxing, the Japa unleashed a sharp right hook to kick off the match and quickly followed with a powerful combo. As the opening round drew to a close, Paco fired back with intensity. But Ano leveraged his considerable reach advantage to maintain his distance in the second round. Ano kept Paco at bay, constantly striking from the outside and preventing him from landing any risky blows as the final round began. The two fighters threw punches with abandon with Anpo after landing 2 good strikes on Paco within the first minute. Anpo followed up with a hard right to the body before throwing another punch to Paco's head that sent him reeling. Paco retaliated with a decisive right hand in the last minute, and the two warriors clashed in a fierce exchange until the final bell rang. Anpo might have clinched a victory by decision if the bout had been judged, but a draw was declared. In the end, the fighters shared a heartfelt hug in the ring and expressed their gratitude to the audience, and Pacquiao extended an invitation to Ryan Garcia to join them. Garcia stated, "I want to fight in Japan and challenge Anpo." Paco, whomever it was, swiftly answered with a jab at Garcia's recent drug testing failures, and Garcia fired back. Ren Hiramoto and Mikuru Asakura squared off in a featherweight clash that ended in dramatic fashion from the start. Hiramoto delivered a crushing left hook that left Asakura reeling, sensing his opponent was vulnerable. Unleashed a relentless rain of punches overwhelmed Asakura until he slumped. Hiramoto pursued him with uncompromising ferocity until the referee intervened, calling a knockout in the first round. Garcia's arrival at the Risen event threw a kink into the works for a Japanese kickboxer who was vigorously beating his opponent. The fighter was so distracted by Ryan, who was seated in the crowd, that he tossed his challenger aside, hoping to face Garcia and spark a melee. Ryan Garcia's security detail was excellent in keeping him safe, and they reacted as soon as the Japanese fighter provoked them. Only moments before this confrontation, the Japanese kickboxer taunted Ryan from the stage, repeatedly flashing him the middle finger. In response, Garcia gave him the same gesture, which set off a furious reaction from the Asian fighter, who attempted to reach Garcia to strike him. Ryan yelled at the combatant from behind his bodyguards, who surrounded and guarded him at all times as event security removed him from the stage. Music Arato RR. Garcia's journey to Japan was marked by a remarkable encounter with Filipino boxing great Manny Pacquiao. At 45, the two took a photo together that rapidly became popular on social media. Pacquiao has showed a genuine desire in fighting younger boxers like Garcia, a contest that would definitely attract the boxing community, despite his present suspension. Garcia's visit to Japan was highly anticipated, as Garcia endures his suspension and delves into the MMA arena. His appearance at the Risen event has sparked a whirlwind of speculation and buzz among boxing and MMA fans globally, after his apology video to his ex-wife, in which he admitted to wrecking her home and sending inappropriate texts.